Greetings, fellow travelers of Middle-earth. In our last discussion, we delved deeply into the flaws and challenges of Amazon's The Rings of Power adaptation, highlighting moments where it seemed to falter in capturing the magic of Tolkien's legendarium. Today, however, we turn the page to explore a different perspective, a hopeful one. Let us consider why Amazon's journey through Middle-earth should continue, and why the show's potential deserves further exploration. Amazon's decision to adapt the Second Age, a period rich in lore but sparsely detailed in Tolkien's writings, was a daring endeavor. While the execution in Season 1 drew mixed reviews, its ambition cannot be denied. Critics and fans alike marveled at the series' visual grandeur, praising its sweeping landscapes and intricate designs that rivaled Peter Jackson's celebrated trilogy. These elements laid a strong foundation, reminding viewers of Tolkien's richly imagined world. With the release of Season 2, Amazon demonstrated its willingness to address earlier criticisms. Critics noted substantial improvements, particularly in storytelling and character development. The narrative gained focus, allowing characters like Sauron, in his guise as Anatar, and Celebrimbor to shine, their interactions steeped in themes of ambition, deception, and hubris. The portrayal of Sauron's manipulation brought a chilling depth, elevating the story's stakes. For instance, Charlie Vicker's nuanced performance as Anatar drew praise for capturing the Dark Lord's sly charisma and moral void. Celebrimbor's arc, though tragic, highlighted the complexity of a craftsman seduced by promises of legacy and power. The series introduced viewers to regions of Middle-earth rarely explored on screen, including Numenor, Khazad-dûm, and the wilds of Rhûn. These locations, rendered with painstaking detail, offer fans a deeper appreciation for the world's vastness. Numenor, in particular, stood out as a visual and thematic centerpiece, a proud island kingdom on the brink of decline, its fate a poignant echo of Tolkien's own cautionary tales. Amazon's adaptation offers a unique opportunity to tell new stories within the framework of Tolkien's lore. While purists may bristle at deviations, this creative latitude allows for exploration of lesser-known characters and events, bringing fresh life to the Second Age. For example, the focus on Anatar's deception parallels satanic archetypes, echoing Tolkien's deeply Catholic worldview and reinforcing timeless themes of light versus darkness. While challenges remain, pacing, dialogue, and the balance between fidelity and creativity, there is much to admire in Amazon's Middle-earth venture. With improvements in Season 2 and an evident commitment to refining the series, The Rings of Power holds the potential to become a defining adaptation of the Second Age. As we continue our exploration of why Amazon's The Rings of Power deserves to press onward, let us now turn to one of the series' greatest strengths, its world-building. Despite its flaws, The Rings of Power has introduced audiences to breathtaking regions and cultures of Middle-earth, weaving together a visual and thematic tapestry that is both vast and evocative. One cannot discuss the strengths of The Rings of Power without acknowledging the painstaking attention to visual detail. From the regal architecture of Numenor to the majestic mines of Khazad-dûm, the show breathes life into Tolkien's descriptions, presenting a vivid Middle-earth that feels lived in and alive. In particular, Numenor's grandeur, the island kingdom, depicted at the height of its power in Season 2, showcases the blending of ancient wisdom and growing arrogance, perfectly mirroring its eventual downfall. The towering statues, lush gardens, and maritime culture offer a stark contrast to the simpler lives of men seen in The Lord of the Rings. Khazad-dûm's vibrance. Long before its fall into ruin, the dwarven city appears as a thriving hub of ingenuity and culture. The subterranean waterfalls and radiant mithril mines evoke a sense of wonder, reminding us of Tolkien's love for the dwarves' craftsmanship and resilience. By anchoring the narrative in these striking locales, Amazon gives both longtime fans and new viewers a deeper connection to Tolkien's world. Beyond its visual achievements, The Rings of Power delves into lesser-known aspects of the Second Age. For instance, the forging of the Rings of Power's central narrative thread not only ties directly to Sauron's rise, but also serves as a meditation on ambition and its costs. Celebrimbor's collaboration with Sauron the Annatar, a choice born of pride and a desire for legacy, resonates deeply within Tolkien's recurring themes of corruption and redemption. The political intrigue of Númenor. By exploring the schisms within Númenor's society, between the faithful and the king's men, the show draws clear parallels to the tensions that would lead to its eventual downfall in the year 3319 of the Second Age. This layered storytelling adds complexity, inviting viewers to reflect on the consequences of hubris and moral decay. The series also seeks to portray the diversity of Middle-earth's inhabitants, introducing Harfoots, humans, and dwarves alongside the elves. While this creative decision has sparked debate, it underscores Tolkien's message of unity across differences. The Harfoots, for example, embody the unassuming courage that Tolkien so admired, serving as precursors to the hobbits, who would later shape Middle-earth's fate. Through its narrative, The Rings of Power explores themes of power, identity, and cultural conflict, ideas deeply embedded in Tolkien's work. For instance, the ongoing tension between the elves and dwarves echoes historical rivalries, while Sauron's manipulation of Celebrimbor reveals the timeless dangers of unchecked ambition. These elements enrich the series, allowing it to resonate with modern audiences while staying rooted in Tolkien's vision. Amazon's careful world-building provides a strong foundation for future storytelling. If the series continues to refine its narrative and embrace the depth of Tolkien's themes, it could become a defining chapter in the ongoing adaptation of Middle-earth. Character development stands at the heart of any compelling narrative, and while Amazon's The Rings of Power has faced criticism for some of its portrayals, it also showcases promise in its depiction of pivotal characters from Tolkien's world. Let's explore how the series approaches its central figures, and why these portrayals offer potential for deeper storytelling. Morpheus Clark's portrayal of Galadriel has sparked significant debate among fans. Traditionally seen as a figure of wisdom and serenity in The Lord of the Rings, Galadriel's younger self in The Rings of Power is depicted as a relentless warrior grappling with loss and vengeance. While this interpretation diverges from the Galadriel many fans know, it aligns with her earlier history, as described in the Silmarillion and Unfinished Tales. Galadriel's journey in the Second Age is one of growth, evolving from a proud and ambitious figure to the wise and tempered leader of the Third Age. Her relentless pursuit of Sauron, though contentious, reflects her struggle to balance personal grief with her role as a protector of Middle-earth. Clark's portrayal shines in moments of vulnerability, such as her confrontation with Annatar, where her resolve is tested against his manipulative charm. These interactions hint at a more layered arc for her character in future seasons. One of the standout elements of The Rings of Power is its nuanced portrayal of Sauron in his guise as Annatar, played by Charlie Vickers. Rather than presenting Sauron as a purely malevolent force, the series explores his cunning and ability to exploit the desires of others. The dynamic between Sauron and Celebrimbor encapsulates the central themes of the Second Age. By appealing to Celebrimbor's ambition and his longing to surpass his ancestor Feanor, Sauron sows the seeds of Middle-earth's eventual downfall. This portrayal deepens our understanding of Sauron as a master deceiver, whose power lies as much in persuasion as in force. Vickers' performance captures the duality of Sauron, charming and persuasive as Annatar, yet menacing and calculated in his ultimate goals. This layered depiction provides fertile ground for future seasons to explore his transformation into the Dark Lord. Charles Edwards brings depth to the role of Celebrimbor, the elven smith whose collaboration with Sauron leads to the creation of the Rings of Power. His portrayal emphasizes the tragic flaws of his character, pride, ambition, and a desire for legacy. Prequel to Celebrimbor's partnership with Anatar mirrors Tolkien's partnership with Anatar mirrors Tolkien's recurring theme of the corrupting nature of power and the dangers of hubris. The series captures the heartbreak of his eventual realization that his great works have been tainted. The interaction between Celebrimbor and Anatar is a highlight of Season 2, offering a compelling look at how trust and ambition can be manipulated to disastrous effect. The dwarves remain a bright spot in the series, with Owain Arthur as Durin IV and Sophia Nomvete as Disa delivering standout performances. Their chemistry brings warmth and humor to the narrative, while their struggles highlight the resilience and pride of dwarven culture. Depth in simplicity. The relationship between Durin and his father, Durin III, reflects generational tensions that are both relatable and deeply rooted in Tolkien's depiction of dwarves. Their story adds emotional weight to the series. Disa's character, while original to the series, complements Durin's arc, offering a new perspective on the domestic and cultural life of Khazad-dûm. The strength of the Rings of Power lies in its potential to expand upon these character arcs, exploring their struggles and triumphs against the backdrop of Middle-earth's Second Age. If future seasons build upon these foundations, the series could provide a rich and emotionally resonant addition to Tolkien's legacy. One of the most compelling reasons for Amazon to continue its adaptation of Tolkien's Middle-earth is its exploration of themes that resonate across ages. The Rings of Power taps into Tolkien's moral and philosophical underpinnings, while adding relevance for contemporary audiences. Let us delve into the thematic depths that the series has only begun to uncover. The forging of the Rings of Power serves as a central motif in Tolkien's writings and the series itself, encapsulating one of his most enduring themes: the allure of power and its inevitable corruption. Celebrimbor's collaboration with Sauron symbolizes this tension. The Rings of Power, meant to preserve and enhance, become instruments of domination under Sauron's influence. This reflects Tolkien's skepticism of technology and power when divorced from morality, a concern that remains highly relevant in our age of rapid technological advancement and environmental degradation. The series mirrors this idea through Numenor's decline, where ambition and pride lead to catastrophic choices. The schism between the faithful and the King's Men reflects the moral dilemmas of loyalty, faith, and self-interest. The features set in the Tolkien often juxtaposes the immortality of the elves with the transient nature of men. This tension drives much of the conflict in the Second Age, and is explored in the series through the fading strength of the elves and Numenor's pursuit of eternal life. The plight of the elves, who seek to preserve their waning realm through the rings, highlights their struggle to accept change. This theme is poignantly captured in the relationship between Galadriel and Elrond, who represent differing responses to Middle-earth's transformations. Numenor's quest to escape mortality underpins its downfall, serving as a cautionary tale about humanity's fear of death and the lengths to which it will go to evade it. The parallels between Numenor's hubris and modern societal issues, such as the pursuit of unchecked progress, are striking. Another core element of Tolkien's work is the idea of disparate groups uniting against a common foe. The Rings of Power attempts to capture this theme, showing alliances between elves, dwarves, and men. The alliance between Elrond and Durin IV is a standout example, showcasing how friendship and trust can overcome centuries of animosity. Their interactions bring warmth and humor while reinforcing Tolkien's message of hope and reconciliation. Lessons for today. In a world increasingly divided along political and cultural lines, these narratives remind us of the strength found in unity and mutual understanding. Tolkien's stories often explore the delicate balance between hope and despair, where even the smallest acts of courage can light the way in the darkest times. This theme is central to the Rings of Power. The Harfoot's journey with a stranger reflects the enduring courage of ordinary people. While their storyline has been critiqued for pacing, it encapsulates Tolkien's reverence for the small and humble as agents of change. The growing threat of Sauron casts a pall over Middle-earth. Yet moments of defiance, like Celebrimbor's resistance to fully surrender his knowledge, show that even in the face of overwhelming darkness, hope persists. Themes like the corrupting nature of power, the inevitability of change, and the strength found in unity provide a rich foundation for storytelling. As The Rings of Power progresses, its ability to weave these themes into character-driven narratives will determine its success in honoring Tolkien's legacy while appealing to modern audiences. As we conclude this exploration of why Amazon should continue its Middle-earth adaptation, it becomes clear that The Rings of Power holds immense potential to honor Tolkien's legacy while bringing his timeless themes to a new generation of fans. The series, despite its early challenges, represents a rare opportunity to delve into the rich tapestry of Middle-earth's Second Age, a period brimming with untold stories, profound lessons, and unparalleled scope for cinematic storytelling. Amazon's The Rings of Power stands as one of the most ambitious adaptations in television history, not only in terms of its budget, but in its scope. The Second Age, spanning thousands of years, is a daunting canvas, yet it offers the chance to bring Tolkien's less explored narratives to life. The Forging of the Rings, the rise of Sauron, and the fall of Numenor are pivotal events that shape Middle-earth's history. These stories deserve to be told with care and reverence, and the improvements in Season 2 suggest that the creators are learning and adapting to the high expectations of fans. A chance for refinement if Amazon continues to invest in character development, dialogue, and thematic depth. Future seasons could transform The Rings of Power into a defining chapter in the broader Middle-earth saga. While criticisms remain, the series has shown flashes of brilliance that can serve as building blocks for its future. The series' visual grandeur rivals Peter Jackson's films, offering breathtaking landscapes and intricate set designs that immerse viewers in Middle-earth. This commitment to authenticity and world-building is a crucial asset moving forward. Actors like Charlie Vickers, Owain Arthur, and Sophia Nomveti have delivered standout performances, bringing depth and humanity to their roles. Future seasons can build upon these strengths, expanding their arcs and exploring their relationships in greater detail. But what if they do it wrong? Adapting Tolkien's work is a monumental responsibility, but it is also an unparalleled opportunity to introduce his vision to a global audience. By continuing The Rings of Power, Amazon has the chance to solidify Middle-earth as a cornerstone of modern storytelling, drawing new fans into the magic of Tolkien's world, inspiring a new generation. For many viewers, this series will be their first encounter with Middle-earth. A successful adaptation can inspire them to delve into Tolkien's books, enriching their appreciation for its unparalleled storytelling. Just as Tolkien expanded his legendarium over decades, the series invites today's creators to explore Middle-earth's vast potential. This is not about rewriting Tolkien's work, but about honoring its spirit while finding new ways to bring it to life on screen. To succeed, future seasons must continue addressing the criticisms of earlier episodes, while embracing the heart of Tolkien's vision. This means respecting the source material's themes and timeline, balancing epic spectacle with intimate, character-driven storytelling, listening to fans, scholars, and critics to refine the series. If Amazon can achieve this balance, The Rings of Power could evolve into a masterpiece that bridges the past and future of Middle-earth adaptations. As Tolkien wrote in The Fellowship of the Ring, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. While The Rings of Power is far from perfect, its foundation offers hope for a series that could grow into something extraordinary. With the right vision and commitment, Amazon can continue to explore the depths of Middle-earth, inviting audiences to journey through its history, its triumphs, and its tragedies. Let us embrace the adventure ahead, for Middle-earth remains a land of endless wonder and possibility.